Welcome to Samutsari, Conversations with Mimi, a weekly podcast by Dinah Social, also a member of the Guerrilla Podcast Syndicate. Samutsari is where we can show that ordinary people do extraordinary things. Tune in to be entertained and to learn something new with your host, Mimi Lorilla.
Welcome and hello po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to Samutsari Conversations with Mimi, a podcast featuring hot topics and other topics of interest for men and women alike. I'm really happy when I feature guests who share their passion and commitment to their profession or talents. And of course, for those of you who have been listening to me or viewing me already for quite some time now, you know that here at Samutsari, we share stories to inspire you, stories from ordinary people who make extraordinary things. And for season 2, I really want to connect with business owners, with freelancers, with virtual assistants, people who are working from home, professionals who devoted their time to kind of pivot from their usual day jobs to something else now. Because as we know, this pandemic, we're not sure when this will end, whether this will continue on as our new normal. So we would like to explore the different ways by which people have succeeded in their chosen fields of endeavor right now. And in this episode, I'm very lucky to be interviewing a mom, a work-from-home mom, and a businesswoman, a coach, an e-course creator. She also has her own YouTube channel. I want to get to know more about her, but I'd like to say hi first to Chi. And Chi, how do you pronounce your middle name? Is it Paiba?
Yes.
Paiba Suarez. So, Chi, say
Yes.
hello to our viewers and to our listeners.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Mimi, for inviting me and for having me over. This is really a big inspiration for everyone. So I'm so happy that you're doing this.
Yes. So, Chi, ako nga dapat magpasalamat. I have to thank you because I just messaged everybody dun sa group. And then you're one of those very rare gems that have, seen something potential in what I'm trying to do. So you said to me, I'm willing to help you out. So here we are in Samutsari, and I'm ready to fire questions. So I hope you don't mind that
Okay.
I fire them away. And I really talk fast, and that's the comment of my listeners. 110 kph daw ako. I have to slow down. My problem is if I get excited meeting people like you, I usually go double the double the speed. Okay, so Chi, I mentioned a lot of things about you, but can you tell us a little bit about yourself? What exactly do you do? And how is your day-to-day life looking at the moment?
Okay, so right now I am a certified digital marketer. So most of my work revolve around marketing, and my specialization is lead generation through content creation. So that's basically what I do. I get clients, and since I am a full-time mom as well, I really value my flexibility. So usually the clients that I will have will allow me to work whenever I want to, just as long as I can provide my deliverables. So those are the kind of clients that I will usually work with.
Mm-hmm. So, Chi, prior to you being a certified digital marketer, were you not a digital marketer before? Was that your original job, or you were something else before you decided to become what you are right now? Did you alter your career completely to become a digital marketer right now?
In a way, yes. I actually came from the customer service sector. So I've been in the BPO industry for almost a decade before I transitioned into the remote work. And when I started, I was doing general BA. So data entry, transcription, research, you name it, I probably have done it. And then eventually, since the pay was a bit low, I decided to specialize and use yung BPO skills ko that I have had, and I used that to specialize. So I then became a customer service VA. And from then on, because as you go into the industry, you sort of learn new skills and new things. And I became exposed with the digital marketing arena. So it was very fascinating for me and interesting. So eventually, I decided to get certification for it so that I can practice it really well.
Okay. So very good yan. Ang nakikita ko dyan sa journey mo, you really want to try out new things. You want to level up. You want to keep learning. So, doon sa mga newbie, do you think that the reason why working from home and being a freelancer or being virtual assistant is parang, what do you call that, attractive? Kasi nandun na yung BPO skills mo. What if you didn't come from a BPO background? Pwede ka pa rin bang maging virtual assistant or a freelancer or work from home professional? Is that a requirement o nagkataon lang?
No, actually, it definitely is open. That's the beauty of online work. Kasi since our clients come from all corners of the world, napaka-diverse no availability of jobs. So even if you don't have any work experience at all, let's say you're just a newly graduate student, or let's say you're a full-time stay-at-home mom, you still have skills that you can leverage, that you can use for your online skills. So for example, and this is some of the common ones that I would say, especially for those who they feel that they really didn't have any skills at all. Let's say you love to research different brands before you buy. That's a skill that you can use, right? Or for example, you love playing online games. That's a skill. And there are actually a lot of companies who are hiring for that skill. So the thing here is they don't have to be so focused on the title, like I need to be a customer service VA or a lead gen VA or a real estate VA. What they need to focus on would be more on the skills and what they can do, because there are a lot of different work out there that their skills can actually fit into.
So that means when you say it's open, they should not lock themselves in a niche straight away. They can dabble into different areas until they find the one that really interests them a lot, or find the one that they're most comfortable in. I want to go back to an aspect of your personal life. You said you are a full-time mom. My idea of a full-time mom is a person who's solely dedicated her 24 hours in a day for the family. You know, the domestic duties, cooking, cleaning, looking after kids, doing errands, marketing. How can you say you're a full-time mom when you're also working at home? How do you strike a balance between your mom duties and your professional duties, your duties to your clients, your job right now as a digital marketer? How does that work for you?
I guess it helps that my husband is also a full-time dad. So he also works from home. So whenever he's done with his shift, then he takes over, and then I can work. So that's how we sort of balance it. There are things that he sort of it's his responsibility, and then I would be responsible for the other aspects. So it's more of a balance between all the members of the family. So even our kid, we expect her to do chores as well, so that she can also help out. So it's more of a balance to make sure that everyone is working together, so that everyone can also deliver and get the other things that they have to do done.
So I think it's called support within the family.
Yes.
Like everyone knows the roles and duties, what they can contribute. Is that what do you call it? Is that your personal decision that you want to be a stay-at-home mom? Is there something about working in an office that you don't like, or what was the main turnaround, or what was the main change that you said, okay, ayoko na, I want to start working from home? Many people have different reasons, but what is your special reason for doing that?
Yeah, so I've been in the BPO industry for almost a decade, And there came a time wherein I was walking along Ortigas Avenue and it was raining really hard. And sabi ko, ayoko nang gawin to because I got tired of doing the GY shift. Ang nakakapagod na graveyard. I got tired of having to go to work during Christmas or Holy Week, or when everybody's at home, like even Saturdays and Sundays, they're at home and you have to go to work.
Yeah.
So I got tired of that. I got tired of the commute and fighting for leaves, and I said, there's got to be a better way. And so I sort of decided to see more and learn more about the VA industry. It was still starting then. It was fairly new when I started working as a VA. So it was fairly new, but so I started learning more about it. I attended workshops to know more about it and learn about it. And then so I devoted like 3 months to really apply everything that I learned. And then within that span of 3 months, I got my first online client and I never looked back.
Okay, good. Now that you mentioned you got your first online client, paano ba talaga yun? I think when I've just joined some Facebook groups recently, and most of the questions there, paano po ako? I'm just a newbie. How do I start? How do I get my clients? I'm scared na wala na po akong income in the next few months. What am I gonna do?
Yes.
So what would be your advice to those who are panicking kasi wala pa silang makuhang client? And what sort of advice can you give them para makastart na sila na makahanap talaga ng ideal client nila?
Yes. Actually, with that, the skills is just secondary. The trick really for them to get clients, and this is also what I advise newbies, is that they need to flip their conversation. Kasi like what you mentioned, Mimi, that you've been in a lot of freelancing groups, and most of them, they're asking, do you have a job for me? I need a job. I need work. Yung mga ganon. So the newbies conversations are somehow similar to each other. And it's all about me. But the thing is, they just need to sort of change the conversation, and instead of focusing on them, they need to focus on the client. The best analogy that I can say is like, for example, why do we go to restaurants and spend money to buy food and eat there, diba? And usually it's because it's either we're hungry or we really like their food, or maybe it's something that we wanted to try. So, but in all of the reasons, it's because it has something to do with us. Never tayong pupunta sa isang restaurant to say that I'm going to eat here because the owner will have to pay tuition tomorrow. Diba? I'm not going to eat here because the owner will get evicted tomorrow because she won't be able to pay for the rent. So, and it's the same with the clients. So you don't approach the client asking for what you need.
Yeah.
Approach the client and telling them how you can help them. Because these clients, they're just regular people. They're just business owners who also have problems. And if you can make them understand that you're there to help them solve a particular problem on their end, the chances of them reading your cover letters or your proposals will grow exponentially.
Yeah. So, ibig sabihin, I'm getting from what you're telling me is don't forget to, not really don't forget, you need to try and make your mindset, your shifting of your mindset. And at the same time, start reaching out to those potential clients. So, don't wait for them to look for you. You can start looking for them. Is that the proper approach? You be proactive and ask around. How can I help you? I'm doing this. So, in your job right now, do you have multiple clients, or are you working exclusively to a big client? How is your current work-life balance looking like in terms of the people that you serve, the people that you help?
Right now, I'm working with just one client because the project is quite big. So it depends. So sometimes if the project is big and I would have to devote a lot of time in getting the project finished, I will just be focused on that. I will not take multiple clients. So, but if it's just a much more lightweight job, then I can take a couple more. So it really depends on the project.
Yeah, okay. So I'm getting the idea na wag mo namang sobrahan or don't be too greedy din, ano? Kasi mawawala na yung purpose ng work from home mo or your work-life balance or why you escape the BPO culture para to give you a better quality of life. Kung kuha ng clients tapos hindi mo na ma-devote 100% ng effort mo with them. So I'm getting that now because I have other 3 interviews. You all said the same thing. So that's a very valuable lesson for me. And I'm pretty sure the listeners or the viewers will think, oo nga naman, if we want quality service and get quality returns, we have to be putting 100% of our time into helping that client. Now, Chi, there's another aspect of you that I'm very interested about. You said you are an author, a coach, and the founder of Remote Moms Movement. Can you share to me a little bit more about those 3 things?
Okay, so when I became a mom, so I was already working from home even before I became a mom, and the benefit of working from home really intensified. I really felt it when I had my child. So it has become my mission to help other moms as well, na to know that they don't have to choose, because there is always this guilt that if I work outside the house, I will have to leave the childcare to somebody else. And I would have to spend like 10 hours of my time working while somebody's raising my child. Now, if I stay home, I will have full time with my child, but I then will have to lose like my personal growth, because it's fun to work. It's for you. I will have to lose my own money, and I want to like sort of impart to the moms out there that you don't have to make that choice, that there is a middle ground that you can sort of meet, and working from home is a great way to do that.
So itong moms movement mo, is it just a Facebook group or kilala mo talaga silang lahat? Do you meet in person prior to COVID? Paano network na to? Paano sila sumali sa iyo, and what is the core thing that the group does?
So I initially started with making ebooks, and then for the page and the group, yes, I know all of them. So these are the people who come up to me, private message me asking for help, and then I put them on a group para everyone can benefit from the answers. Because I noticed that like the questions are somehow similar to each other, so I decided to put them in a group. And then eventually I decided to branch out to YouTube to make the information much more readily available for more people. So even if I really am my primary audience are moms, I do get a lot of dads, I do get a lot of single people as well, and it's okay. Like if the content that I make is still very much applicable for most everyone. So I welcome everyone.
So ikaw rin ang namamahala niyan. You manage the Facebook group, you create your ebooks, you find time to do that on top of managing your digital marketing career and being a mom.
Yes.
So is the 24 hours enough for you, Chi, or do you work on a 72-hour clock time schedule?
It would be nice. But sabi nga nila, time is the great equalizer. So it's just a matter of how we all sort of manage it. And there are down times like during the COVID, I also spend a lot of time just binge watching on Netflix, because everything is just so magulo, everything is just too overwhelming that we all need an outlet. So actually working from home allowed me to do that. It allowed me to sort of dabble into my other interests, like writing. I really wanted to write, so that actually was my initial motivation for that. And yeah, because you have extra time that you don't have to spend like getting ready for work, getting stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
So you can try other things.
That's right. So I'm really finding some similarities in our situation. That's why I'm able to do this interview and
Yes.
also try to connect with other people, because at least that's one good side of the pandemic. It made us appreciate the extra time
Yes.
that we have. Now, my final
True.
question is, over the course of time that you are working from home, you've got a different lifestyle now. Do you think that the freelancing and the virtual assistant space have grown all throughout the years? And ano pa yung mga nakikita mong potential future changes or mga things na may expect ng industry sa mga workers? What's your insight on that one?
Yes, it's really growing. Sobrang nag-boom yung industry. And I think this is really great, especially for us who live in the third world country, because when we work remotely, it levels the playing field for everyone. So even if that's what I've been telling them, dito walang padrino. Ang labanan dito skills eh. So even if you don't have to start sa isang entry-level post just because you're new. Like if you have managerial skills from outside, then it's okay. Go ahead and apply for that. So it's a level playing field for everyone, and it's really growing. Now, given the pandemic, a lot, sabi nila, di ba, parang the market is getting saturated. But the thing is, as much as the freelancers have grown in number this past couple of years, the number of business owners who also move their businesses in the digital platform, in the digital industry, also is growing as well. So there is also a great demand for freelance work. So yeah, it really is a great avenue that they can look into, because it will definitely grow pa.
Yeah, so you don't feel that it's going to be saturated. So any newbie or any person who just wants a change of career, change of lifestyle can still enter this industry. So I'm loving that you are so positive. Halos lahat ng mga na-interview ko, very positive sila, yung mga aura nila. And I think it really gives people a lot of hope that, although I know mahirap talaga sa simula, nobody said this is going to be a bed of roses, especially that this is something really new. But the fact that you are here, you're available, you're willing to help out other people, they can reach out to you through your Facebook group, they can reach out to you via your YouTube channel, or they can direct message you. There will be people like you who are willing to help and guide others to achieve their dreams. So that's something really, really wonderful, and I really appreciate that. So, do you have any final words or advice to our viewers and listeners, especially to the moms out there that might be, looking for new things to do or looking for a different lifestyle? Anong share mo sa kanila as your advice?
I guess my one real tip, if you want to transition into the remote industry, really is, hindi nga yung skills because skills will follow. What you really need to cultivate here is your resourcefulness. Because if there is one big difference between working from home and a traditional work, it's the fact that we run a one-person show here. So you're the HR, you're the IT, you're the customer support, everything is all on you. But if you're resourceful enough to find the answers to your needs, like where can you find new clients, how can you do this? What will you do if your computer breaks down? If you're resourceful enough, then this virtual industry is really going to open doors for you. So give it a try. And yes, right now we have a lot of resources. There are a lot of freelancing groups. We have a lot of information on YouTube. So yeah, aral lang. If you're masipag to really learn and really devote time to improve yourself, you can really get into the industry. Walang bawal. So,
diba?
Yeah, go lang.
Yeah, yes. Go lang na go. Like, you're still a young mom and I'm almost half a century. So, I think, ako, from my perspective, I really have to go and go lang, laban lang. at this age, we
Yes.
should prove to people that age is just a number. And there's
Exactly.
always an
I agree.
opportunity to learn, and there's always new opportunities available if we just grab it. So thank you for
Yes.
that inspiring message, Chi. And if people want to
You're
get in touch,
welcome.
how are they going to get in touch with you, Chi? If people are inspired by your story and they want to connect with you, how are they going to do that?
Yes, they can reach out to me through my Facebook page, that's Author Chips, or they can just send me a personal DM, or they can leave a comment on my YouTube channel as well. Yes, it's available, and just reach out to me anytime and I'll try my best to answer you. I do reply. Kung maliit man, I'm probably on mommy duty, pero I will definitely get back to you.
Yeah. Maraming nagsasabi kasi na, nag-direct message kami pero wala. But moms are
Yes.
also busy. Ako rin sa YouTube channel ko, may nagko-comment din. It takes me a while, but I do return the comments. So that's how you make connection. So again,
Opo, pasensya na.
Tao lang tayo, no? We're not super moms yet, but we're getting there. We will eventually be a better version of ourselves. We always strive to be a better version of ourselves, and that's what makes us happy, and that's what makes our families happy. So, Chi, I really appreciate your time today. Thank you very much for coming into the show. I hope na hindi naman masyadong tough ang mga questions ko sa'yo. Kayang-kayang sagutin. You were able to do that. And I sincerely hope that you continue to be a success in your life and continue to inspire others.
Thank you.
Okay, it's time to say goodbye.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and hopefully you can have a part 2 in case na ma-invite kita ulit. I hope you won't be too shy to come back. Baka may mag-request.
Sige po.
Okay,
Yes, anytime,
thank you so much.
anytime.
Okay, thank you. Bye, everyone. So this is Mimi again, formally closing the show. If you have any other stories, topics you wish to feature, please just reach out to me. My email is in the show notes, and you can always, like what she and I said, just comment in the comment section, and we'll respond to you. Samutsari is a member of the Guerrilla Podcast Syndicate. You can also reach out to them if you want to get to know the other podcast shows and YouTube shows of Guerrilla Podcast. Just reach out to them. You can easily Google them. And hope that you can like, subscribe, and share my videos to other people that we can inspire. So again, this is Mimi Rojo Laurelia saying goodbye for another session of Samutsari. Thank you, everyone. Bye!
If you find value in this episode, make sure you like and subscribe to be notified of new releases. If you have any questions or suggestions, please reach out to Guerrilla Podcast or send us an email at mimi@dinosocial.com. Spread the word and don't forget to tune in next time.